Hi, I'm Merrick D'Amato.
I'm Matt.
And welcome back to Mindbreakers.
Hi.
We got good news.
Yeah, we do have good news, finally.
Remember back when we did our The Dead Next Door review?
Yeah.
I said we were going to be watching something else, but I couldn't find it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I found it. I found what I was looking for. And we are going to be watching the 1990... I can't say classic. I can't. Movie, I don't even know if I can say movie. A gnome named Gnorm. Sorry, The Adventures of a Gnome Named Gnorm. Gnorm is obviously spelled with a G.
Yep, good. That was the thing I needed to make sure of.
A gnome named Gnorm.
A gnome named Gnorm.
It's also called Upworld. And it stars Anthony Michael Hall, Jerry Orbach,
oh, fuck.
and Claudia Christian.
What is this cast? What the fuck
Who we've seen before on this show in the movie Arena.
Oh.
And also you may know from Babylon 5.
Yeah, that's what I...
Or from basically every female character in Skyrim.
I knew Babylon 5, so...
Babylon 5 is a fantastic show.
Good show.
It also has... our friend from Samurai Cop.
No.
Robert Zadar.
No.
Which is confusing because there's another character called Zadar, but he's not played by Robert Zadar.
Okay.
Craig Catton plays Gnorm. Shane Mahan is also Gnorm. Aileen Kastner-Delago is also Gnorm, as are Mike Avery, Greg Figiel, Eric Carlin, and Frank Charles Lutkus.
So I'm assuming these are like the puppeteers or whatever?
I'm assuming that it's like in The Walking Dead, Negan.
Yeah. Okay.
We are Norm. Norm's gonna show up with a baseball bat.
I'm looking so forward to watching this.
A Los Angeles police detective partners up with a talking gnome in order to bring down the head of a crime ring. They're fighting actual human crime? I thought it was gonna be some magic crime.
No.
Whoa, this is gonna be a movie.
I hope this is the train wreck that I hope it is.
4 out of 10.
Oh yeah, baby, we're so fucking.
Oh, we haven't had the proper shit for a while.
No, yeah, it's.
Oh,
I'm so happy you found it.
Oh no, a gnome named Norm. He's named Norm, and he's a gnome. I wonder if Schmebulok's the police chief.
I don't know. I can't wait to watch this shit, bro.
We're gnomes.
We're gnomes.
This is gonna be fucking great. Let's go.
I'm so excited.
Anthony Michael Hall is an undercover cop.
Okay, I'm at point zero right now. Still no sign of our man.
Who's about to go underground. What he doesn't know is that he's on a case that will take him to another world.
I'm in no mood for this.
Because now he's got a new partner.
What are you?
A very special partner.
What is the deal with the steak? Talk or I'm gonna eat it.
No eat, Lumen.
Who will either help him solve a murder case.
The explosion, so you did see it. Now, what did you see?
Kaboom!
Or destroy the underworld.
If Lumen died, my people die.
What is this?
He wants a strong man. He is unusual, okay? He's got big ears. They're kind of pointy. He dresses funny. Kind of funny.
Funny, what funny? Lederhosen, grouchy glasses, what?
Wait a second! He's getting away. Why? Because I'm chained to a cow!
World crazy.
Freeze!
Shut up!
Freeze!
He's right behind you. Turn around. He's right behind you.
Upworlders are mean, cold-blooded people, Norm. If they catch you, they'll put you in a cage like a lab rat.
What do we do with the freeze, sir?
Book it.
Who is he? What is he?
From special effects wizard Stan Winston, the man who created the dinosaurs of Jurassic Park, comes this outrageous adventure for children, starring Anthony Michael Hall, Claudia Christian, Jerry Orbach, and introducing a gnome named Gnorm.
Right, I'm gonna stake out with a gnome named Norm.
Gnome.
The Adventures of a Gnome Named Norm, coming soon from Polygram Video.
Alright, we've been saying the name wrong. It's not a gnome name, it's a Gnorm named Gnome. It's a Gnome named Gnorm.
Yeah, we jokingly said it when we were starting the movie.
That's actually how it's pronounced.
Yeah, and that's
legit how it's pronounced.
That's how they say it in the movie, so...
Gnome named Gnorm.
Yeah.
This was way better than expected. This was amazing. This is a legit good movie.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
It's like, yeah, it's not great, but it's like it's no worse than any other 90s movie where a fucking magical creature comes to the real world. Or any of the weird cop movies, like Samurai Cop, Maniac Cop.
It's a fucking good time.
Yeah, it's a weird cop movie.
It's a buddy cop movie with a weird animal. Like, I don't know. Don't really get much from this one.
Yeah, it was fun.
But it's fun. It's only an hour and a half, too.
We start with Gnorm, our melted gelfling, stealing a rock.
Yep.
Well, he's taking a rock. We find out later he was stealing.
Shut up, Bones.
And then we meet Gallagher.
Yep.
He's a cop. Working for Jerry, his chief is Jerry Orbach. Yep. His previous partner is Claudia Christian. Mm-hmm. And he is an ass. Not an asshole. Yeah. Just an ass.
Yeah. Very goofy.
Mr. Potato Head's his partner.
Yeah. He did have a Mr. Potato Head.
But we need to know what happened to the Mr. Potato Head.
Unsolved. Nothing. We don't know.
Did he keep his hat on or not?
Who's to say? Who's to know? Who's to know?
And they're doing this bust on the guy called Zadar, which gets confusing because there's the crime lord called Zadar, and then there's his right hand muscle Reggie, played by Robert Zadar.
Yeah. And
that gets very confusing during the movie. I can only imagine Robert Zadar like, now you tell Mr. Zadar, he's like, hold on.
Wait. Back up.
It's like watching Death Note and how there's light and L, and I get them confused sometimes.
After 15 years, like, it's still confusing. I still mix them up all the time. And they're doing a sting.
Yep.
It's undercover for some crime lord deal.
So, you then to trade something for a briefcase full of money.
Yep.
And then the gnome's watching. The gnome is watching this.
Yep.
Then there's an explosion.
Yeah, because the guy comes in, knocks him out, knocks Gallagher out. And the guy who knocked him out was like the diamond dealer from before.
Yeah.
So he hands him a briefcase after the guy comes in, walks away with the briefcase full of money. Mm-hmm. He goes, "What's this?" He opens it up and it's a bomb.
Kaboom! You called that.
Yeah. Yeah, he sat down on the bench. I'm like, and then he blows up. And then he blew up. And I was like, oh, okay.
And so Gallagher sees this.
Well, he's knocked out. The gnome sees it.
The gnome sees it. Gallagher's knocked out. He gets up. And he finds a bag.
Yep.
And he takes it.
From a tree.
Sees the bag, like a little sack hanging from the tree.
Yeah.
And so the gnome follows him.
This is after he gets put off the case.
Yes.
Because he getting knocked out is somehow his fault.
Yes.
Cops. But he still needs to solve the case.
Gets his red 80s convertible and drives home. Into a very nice garage, being followed by actual Zadar the whole time.
And a gnome.
Yeah, the gnome's in the car.
The gnome's in the car.
The gnome's coming from inside the house.
He opens the door to see if there's anything there, and he's like, "Oh, thank God!" And then the gnome kicks the fucking door and knocks him down.
Then he fights the gnome and then puts him in a cage, like a hamster cage.
Yeah, big ass cage. And puts him on the kitchen table.
This thing it's ugly, but it's not badly made.
No, it's really good. The
it's a good
are
puppet.
Really nice.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I mean, it'd be a little surprised if it was the name would be one of the first things.
Yeah,
if this was a Jim
you'd
Henson,
see it on top of it, yeah.
obviously. But it looks like a Gelfling. It looks like or it looks a little like, have you ever seen the Power Rangers Turbo movie?
Yeah.
The wizard from that.
Yeah.
It's a lot better than, it's not as annoying as that thing. But.
No, the effects for Gnorm. Gnorm. I gotta get
Not Elf.
Not Elf. Gnome.
How are you a gnome if you don't even know that the G in gnome is silent? Gno, it's gnot.
Yeah, at this point, I don't know if it's truly he's just fucking with him at this point, and I hope that is the case.
Also, I'm sorry, Gallagher. The gnome said it's pronounced gnome. It's gnome.
I'm believing the gnome.
It is pronounced Igar. So he finds out that the gnome's a witness.
Yeah, because kaboom.
Kaboom. Kaboom.
He tries calling Sam, his previous partner.
So, hey, I have this little hairy thing I gotta show you. Go, fuck off, Sam. Fuck off, Gallagher.
No, I don't know what to do with it.
Do you know what time? Do you know what time it is? It's 25 past 4 in the morning. Good night, Gallagher.
Calls him back like 2 minutes later. I'm up. What do you want? I got this little furry thing and I don't know what to do with it. Oh, I'm sure you'll find something in the next.
But then Gnorm escapes the cage.
Because he makes him fall asleep.
Yeah. Because if a gnome yawns at you,
yeah,
you get tired.
Yeah. Also doesn't help. He's probably been up for over 24 hours at this point.
So he goes to the park with the gnome. He says he's the little guy dressed like an elf, and Gnome gets really offended by this.
Because he's got little pointy ears.
Pointy ears, kind of barky. Well, I can't bring him into the station. Why? Well, he's a little person. Okay.
And?
Well, no, he's like really little.
So? He's got pointy ears like an elf. Uh-huh.
This is L.A., Gallagher. What's...
Like, just bring him in. Fuck. No.
I am impressed. Like, I know it's L.A., but how little, literally everyone is phased by Gnorm.
Yeah, dude, little hairy dude walking around. Fucking. Yeah, Low Ride does get played in this movie, and it's fucking perfect.
It's great.
I was really hoping that's what the song was when he started walking through the streets.
So he
brings the gnome.
He brings the gnome to the park. Then Claudia Christian shows up to see the gnome. Unfortunately, Gnorm doesn't want to be seen.
And he's very quick.
He's very fast little fucker. And he's going to go grab Claudia Christian's ass.
Yeah. Gallagher's like, no. Just turn around.
I'm amazed that this gnome is sexually attracted to humans.
Yeah.
Gets chased by a dog. Or fox giant, as he calls it.
A fox giant.
It was giant. It was a giant. Giant, no eyes. No-eye giant. All right.
Gallagher slowly understanding Gnorm is probably one of my favorite parts of the movie.
It's like, oh, you call all of us giants, and no eyes is sun, so you know nothing.
Yeah.
Great. You're not even a witness.
But then he remembers that, like...
A Scream!
Yeah, Scream is another one. But he also remembers the big guy, the handler.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, well, maybe that's who he was talking about. So they do a stakeout.
And Gnorm's in disguise.
Yeah.
He's in human clothes, and so the disguise is not helping. Your idea!
Got a little head.
He escapes the car and goes walking.
Because he makes him fall asleep again.
He sees Robert Zadar working out.
Just standing on the beach.
As just looking at the water.
He points a gun at Gallagher.
Yeah, he gets a gun. He can find somewhere.
He steals Gallagher's gun.
This is the only time he uses a gun. It's on the cover, too, by the way.
Perfect.
Is him holding the gun. Very blurry for some reason.
Yeah, he tells Gallagher that he's leaving.
We need the lumen.
Yeah, need the lumen.
Because I bring it up to absorb sunlight, and I bring it back, and it makes the gnome crops grow.
Yep, they basically live. With
because
the artificial sun that they have for 10 years. Also, he eats cardboard.
Yeah.
That's important, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, they also spit hands.
Yeah. Spit on words.
You want a loogie?
Loogie.
Then he does. My favorite part is after he does, he looks at his hand. He's like, "I really did that." We're in it, I guess.
But Jerry Orbach doesn't seem to know he's in a Gnome movie.
Not for a while. Because, I mean, as Jerry Orbach does, he's really eating up the scenes.
Oh, at one point before this, Zadar, not Robert Zadar, but Zadar.
Oh, the actual. Yeah.
The actual one. The crime lord breaks into his house, destroys everything.
And steals the woman.
And then gets bitten in the balls by Gnorm, sorry.
And grabbed on the axe. He's like, got firm grasp on it. Also, before that, when he tackles Gallagher to the fucking thing, Gnorm gets, like, swung into the fucking fireplace.
It's not lit.
No, but it's just very funny motion-wise. This poor fucking puppet goes through a lot.
So, next he goes to interrogate Reggie at a Chinese butcher.
By dressing him up as a baby.
He dresses Gnorm up as a baby. Reggie Robert Zadar thinks he's just a normal child. I don't know if this is because his eyes suck or because he's wearing sunglasses indoors.
Probably
and he just can't tell.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I like it. You're a terrible parent bringing an impressionable kid to an interrogation.
You don't see very well, do you?
And Gnorm's just looking up, watching him.
Because he just walks up and starts eating beets. Or
radishes.
Yeah, and he's like, alright, this is what we're doing now, I guess. But then he puts him on a hook, puts him in the freezer, or the cold room, I guess.
Then Gnorm kicks his ass.
Well, first he climbs on his back, he's a baby, and he reads the phone number that he's putting in, which is insanely smart and clever. And then he gives him the hook to the balls.
And so, he's going for a weapon. And he digs in.
They just leave him there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Robert Zadar's no longer in the movie after this point.
No, the puppet, like...
I think he had to go star in Samurai Cop.
That's fair.
So he left.
That's fair.
I've seen 3 weird cop movies.
Is he in all of them?
I've seen 4 weird cop movies, and he's in 3 of them. And those are the Maniac Cop movies, Samurai Cop, and this.
What's Maniac Cop?
Yeah, he's Maniac Cop. He's Matt Cordell.
Okay, cool.
That's what he's mostly known.
Hell yeah.
I still think he would, if he was that he would have been the perfect Marv in Sin City. Yeah, would have done that so fucking well.
And they find out that the number leads to a theater. I think.
So they go there.
And he's just there.
He's there,
chilling, counting his diamonds.
Gnorm pulls a gun on him.
No, he pulls a gun on Gnorm.
He pulls a gun on Gnorm.
And then he goes, Norm's got a gun, and then a gunfight ensues.
Gun shabba! And then he realizes what a gun is. Like, oh shit, gun!
Oh, fuck. And then begins a very lengthy chase scene.
Yep.
Where
he gets his tire gets punctured by because he always pulls a fucking gold switchblade.
Gold switchblade, yeah.
And so he commandeers LAPD. I'm commandeering this vehicle, but it's the lead hearse of a funeral procession.
And the guy's trying to tell him, like, nah, you can't do this.
Like, no, this is trust. You can't take this one. Like, it's a hearse.
And he takes the hearse. And granted, at this point, Gallagher's like, it's a hearse, whatever. We'll deal with it later. And then he looks into the mirror
and sees the procession
leading the funeral. To the funeral.
And they're all like, oh, we're going here, okay. And they keep...
which he just looks back at himself and goes, I'm going to hell. Gallagher's Day, this is like kids' version of Training Day.
I'd like to remind you that the park was still last night.
Yeah, it's like this is all in one day almost. Like, it's like Training Day. It's fucking insane. They crash.
Yeah.
And the fucking...
The corpse falls out.
Casket falls out.
And then there's a guy trying to give it mouth to mouth.
Which is probably my favorite scene.
Okay, buddy, what are you doing? Help me. It's like... he gestures at the cough and then gives the okay sip.
Because, like, Gallagher hears the cry for help, right? So the cop instinct kicks in. He goes to help him. And he's like, I think we could save him. And Gallagher, at that moment, realizes how much shit he's gone through. And he's just so fucking done with it. And then obviously he tries to chase the bad guy. The cops pull up.
Yep.
They arrest him.
Yeah, of course.
They don't arrest him. They just tell him to fuck off.
Yeah, they tell him to fuck off. And
Norm, though, Gnorm, apologies, follows him to his apartment.
Yep.
And then does this glass door gag again because he doesn't know how doors work. Which is insane that Gallagher never taught him how those work.
No, he knows how doors work. He doesn't know how glass works.
Oh, yeah. But he also gets scared because Upworld loud.
Yeah, Upworld loud.
The movie, thankfully, does the whole argument / oh wait, we're actually friends thing very quickly.
Also, it doesn't do what I was sure it was going to do. When when Gallagher finds Gnorm, I assumed there'd be that tired scene where fucking the human sees the weird creature and screams, and the weird creature screams back, and I've seen this a billion times. The E.T. thing.
I don't need you. I don't need anybody. He leaves, and you have a montage of them walking around the city or some shit. No, he does get upset at him, but then he quickly realizes...
Because he finds out he lied.
Yeah, he basically lied, yeah.
Well, because he's not a warrior.
Yeah, he's a tunneler.
He's a tunneler. And he stole the lumen...
Because he wanted to impress...
To impress a girl.
Which, And Gallagher just rightfully tells him off, but then realizes, oh wait, this means he's scared. Oops, I probably shouldn't freak him out.
And there's also alright, but... So that's a lie.
Yeah.
Is the lumen still as important as you said? Yes. Okay.
Fair enough.
We do the thing. You still need the lumen.
Yeah, at this point, Gallagher's listen, I made a promise. You're basically leading me to the guy I need anyway.
So they go up the elevator. Gnorm is amazed by this.
Magic box.
Magic box. Show this thing a TV, it's going to lose its mind.
The door was open because I'm assuming the guy was just rushing in to get his shit and get out.
Yeah, he's getting all his shit together. And when Gnorm walks in. And he remembers Gnorm.
I hope so.
It's you keep that thing away from me.
And luckily, they got him on the up and up.
Yep. He doesn't have the lumen. No, he does have the lumen.
He does have the lumen, but he's not.
He's not
the screen.
No, I lied.
Lumen stone.
So he's gonna drop the lumen out the window, and Gallagher has the gun pointed on him, and then Gnorm fucking tackles him. And then Zadar gets shot from behind.
Because he grabs him, puts him over the railing, and Norm, smart, crosses his legs over his arm because he knows he's going to drop him anyway.
Yeah.
But then, he gets shot from behind.
He whistles, and I thought he was summoning a bird or something, but no.
I think it was probably more of a distraction more than anything.
Because he whistled before when he saw the chick with the big tits.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, giant popos.
Giant popos. I love this little shithead.
Norm's great.
He gets shot. Norm luckily grabs on to the railing, and Gallagher still saves him.
And then we find out then we zoom in, and we find out the guy who shot Zadar, the bad guy of the movie, is Jerry Orbach.
Which, by the way, is very funny, because as an avid Law and Order watcher, or even if you watch any crime show, normally when you see big guests star, someone you know, they're always usually the killer or the person who dies. Yeah. That's how it always works. So the fact that this dude was the fucking villain of the movie, I'm that's hilarious. Because that's probably the biggest name in this film.
It's perfect.
And it's perfect. I love it. And then dumbass puts his fucking gun in an envelope and puts it in his pocket. Yeah. Because he's obviously going to use it for evidence later.
And they frame Gallagher for the murder of Zadar.
Yeah, because there was a witness... I say in quotations.
I mean, a quick autopsy would reveal that the bullet came from behind, but whatever.
I don't think he cares about that because he knows they're going to be focused on other shit first. Right. So,
like the Gnome.
Because they arrest the Gnome.
They put Gallagher in the paddy wagon, and then you zoom in, and Gnorm's sitting there.
Yeah, because he tells Gnorm to leave, because you can't stay here, because humans, if they discover what you are, they're going to come down there and take over your shit.
Yeah, they're going to kill all the gnomes.
He's like, go. Save your
They're going to cut you open. They're going to peel your skin off. Skin thick.
It sure is.
It really is. That's important.
Yeah, so he tells him to run, and he does. He tries to get out. He doesn't know how the elevator works.
No, he hits every button. One of those little fuckers.
He gets down and he runs under stand, and I think that's when
When Jerry Orbach
Yeah.
realizes that there's a gnome
in this movie. He's like, oh shit.
Oh, it's that kind of movie.
And then the glass door thing happens again.
Yes.
And then he puts him in the paddy wagon, which is great. And every other cop is like, hey, what do we do with the little freaky thing?
They fucking print him and do the mug shots.
Except he keeps dodging the fucking camera.
I was hoping so hard that they'd put Gnorm in jail, and we'd see him in the blue jumpsuit walking with the blanket and down the fucking, and all the prisoners yelling at him. I was hoping so, and then he'd take over the prison.
Prison break.
Prison break.
And then Gallagher realizes he's going to be charged for murder. He's like, that's fucking dumb. And then they're being interrogated by Stan.
Then there's Dickhead.
And there's Dickhead, whose name I don't care to remember.
But he gets he gets put to sleep.
Yeah.
And they find him naked.
Oh yeah, and as he's interrogating him, Gallagher screams no, like he's not a witness. And he turns his hearing aid down. And Norm goes, That's
Scream.
And Gallagher puts two and two together and goes, oh fuck, Stan's the guy who did it. Tries to convince Stan.
Jerry Orbach has the lumen now.
He has the lumen now. He's got a gun.
Yeah.
But luckily, Norm is smart. Gnorm, apologies. And puts the other guy to sleep as he watches him. He skates out the window. Also took all his clothes for some reason.
Well, yeah, because fuck him.
I mean, yeah, I agree. I'm just amazed he had time.
Well, that's going to create a bigger distraction.
True. I didn't think about that. You're right. Because it stops all the cops. You know what?
Yeah,
Gun on Gnorm.
Like, you're spending, 15 minutes to gain an hour.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Of distraction.
Sam is smart because she ran to ballistics.
It's like, you've seen Silence of the Lambs, right?
Yeah.
It took Hannibal a lot of fucking time to put the guy up like that to make the angel... but that stopped the cops for a good, what the fuck?
Yeah. Sam runs the ballistics on the gun. Surprise. They don't match anything.
Well, no, it matches his gun, but, there's no prints,
Also, there should be gunpowder, because he was right next to him, so...
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
And then Stan's like, you broads, you think too much, and then leaves or something.
The mayor, he's up my ass. I gotta go have him taken out.
On this one. Gallagher's in a jail cell.
Yep.
And as Norm escapes, Sam is like, hey...
Oh, and remember Gnorm being a tunneler?
Yeah.
Yep.
He Looney Tunes his way in.
He fucking wrong, left turn at Albuquerque.
Yeah, he literally runs into a wall and goes, ow, and then fucking continues. And Stan comes out like, I want that little freak found, and the guy's like...
But no fucking arguments. You catch him.
The poor guy is just like, I don't know what's going on, man. I was having a normal day. This fucking thing showed up, and now everything's topsy-turvy.
So they...
He escapes to the tunnels,
yep.
while Sam fucking seduces the other guy.
Yeah.
And then they just follow him to the park. Because they figure, he didn't pick up the briefcase, so it has to still be there.
So it's under the tilter wall.
Yeah.
The one that's exclusively used to launch children.
Or as a weird jungle gym fight.
Or somehow these children have seen Conan the Barbarian and they want to replicate the Wheel of Pain.
Yeah. We got a pretty decent final altercation.
Yep.
Gnorm hides in his car.
Yep.
He tries to fight him and knocks him out and then runs him over, but fucker's got thick skin.
Oh, they do try to take his blood, but it bends every needle.
Yeah. He won't open his mouth and put the little ear thing in.
Ah.
Yeah, ah.
Say ah.
Ah. He looks at him like, yeah, I did it.
I love how much of a fucking shit Gnorm is.
Oh, he's a little bastard.
I wanted to say he's like a little gobble. He's being a fucking gremlin about it, but no, that would be that'd be rude because he's not gremlin. He's a Gnorm. He's a gnome.
He's a gnome. So Gallagher and Stan fight each other for a bit.
Yep.
Get a pretty good fight. Yeah, pretty little good fight scene. You get topple over some stuff.
Jerry Orbach shoots Gnorm.
Yeah, when they're in the fucking vegetation thing, because he steals the gun but points it the wrong way because he doesn't know how a gun works. Sam also came in to try to save the day, but Jerry Orbach, I guess, has got fucking brains of steel. Because even after getting conked in the back of the head, he just gets up. Tries to shoot Gnorm.
Gives him the old razzle dazzle.
Yeah, and, 1-2. Gallagher beats the shit out of him because he shot Gnorm.
He gets the fucking rage going.
Yeah. And Gnorm's fine because his body's thick as fuck. So the bullet's just flat.
I mean, it hurts because it's just like a bulletproof vest. It does hurt.
It sent them flying.
Because it doesn't do anything but the impact, just the penetration.
Yeah. Gets back up. Stan gets back up for one last hurrah, and Gallagher just fucking knocks him out.
Then they charge the rock.
Yeah.
Gnorm makes out with Claudia Christian.
I think it's funny that he got first dibs.
And then he goes back. And then Claudia Christian and Gallagher, like Sam and Gallagher, awkwardly talk for a bit. And then Gnorm comes back up. As I did not risk my life, so you fucking kiss. Then he gives a thumbs up.
Yeah, Gallagher gives the thumbs up from behind. It goes to Gnorm with the thumbs up, and then...
And then we cut to a janitor cleaning the police station. And asshole just dropping candy bar wrappers on the floor.
He had like 8. Where was he getting them?
I don't know.
In the movie 8.
And that was amazing.
Great movie.
I would only improve one thing about it. Gnorm joins the police force.
He should have gone a
little uniform, like the ending of Zootopia.
Yeah.
And he's new partner.
I was so hoping he'd come back.
Like, everyone said how bad this was really good.
I gotta say, like, we've seen shit on this show, and like we've seen like
this may qualify as another Bud the Chud.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this feels like Bud the Chud level of enjoyment because like it's just a
and
fun
especially
time.
Hearing how bad it is, and then it's
I don't know what was up people's asses in the 90s. What the fuck?
Yeah, it was fine. It's
not a great movie, but like I'm watching a little fucking.
I'm gonna say something controversial. I prefer this to the quintessential version of this movie. I would sooner watch this over E.T.
Yeah.
I don't like E.T.
I mean, I've only seen E.T. once, so
I couldn't finish. I was bored out of my goddamn mind.
But this one's fun.
It's fun.
It's a good time. Like, it definitely doesn't deserve a 4.
I give it like a 6.
Yeah,
maybe
I think
7.
like average. Like it's a 6 out of 10.
It's fun. It's just a good, fun
Soundtrack's good.
Soundtrack's amazing.
And honestly, like
a lot of sax.
It's not even like a kids film because like it's a PG film.
It is PG.
Yeah, so like you got little
but
swears.
Bear in mind, this is back when PG could mean this or it could mean the face melting in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Like they say bullshit in this movie, and I was like, oh fuck, all right.
It's a fun little movie.
It's a good time.
It's fun.
And like the puppet doesn't detract from anything. Like
I would post the link of how we watched the movie.
What?
But I don't know if it's going to be still around by the time this comes out. But if you get a chance to watch a gnome named Gnorm, watch it. It's fucking fantastic.
You go into like a fucking flea market,
and it's there
or something. It's like
hell,
$5.
If it's only on VHS, get it and find a VCR. It's worth it.
It's probably going to be easier than trying to find it online. Because when we tried last time, like both of us couldn't find it. It was insane. I even went home and checked, and I couldn't fucking find this thing.
I found a download, but only part. It was on the split into 2 parts, even though it's like not even 90 minutes.
It's like an hour 20.
But that only part 1 worked.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it was bullshit.
I'm glad we found it. This was good.
It was fun.
Good time.
Now, is it the best movie from the 90s? No, obviously not.
Fuck no.
It's not Tombstone.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
It's fun. It's sometimes fun. All the movie needs to be is fun.
It's fun, and it knows it's fun.
It's harmless, wholesome fun. None of the actors suck. They're all legit good actors. Yeah. Anthony Michael Hall.
I thought I wasn't gonna like Gallagher's acting, but he did a great fucking job.
He ditches the bullshit pretty fast when it's actually a serious situation. Fortunately,
it's a good time.
So I always love seeing Robert Z'Dar in movies.
Yeah.
Fucking Jerry Orbach.
He's eating up scenery, and I fucking.
And Claudia Christian just waiting for Babylon 5 to begin.
Pretty much. No, it's a good time.
And if you've never watched Babylon 5, go watch Babylon 5. Agreed. It's one of the greatest sci-fi shows of all time.
Agreed. It's very good.
Bruce Boxleitner's in it.
Mm-hmm. Good movie. Please watch.
He was in Tron.
Yeah, he sure was. That's a Tron.
Yeah, Tron was in. I was introduced to Tron through Kingdom Hearts 2.
I think a lot of people were. I was like one of the few that knew
There are
Tron
only
beforehand.
two. There are three reactions to Tron in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Fuck his dad.
One is, what the fuck is Tron?
Yeah.
2, fuck yeah, it's Tron. 3, hold on, Tron's Disney?
Yeah, surprisingly, yeah. That was my uncle walking in on me playing Kingdom Hearts 2, and he's like, what the fuck is Tron doing here? I'm like, I don't know. It's cool.
Tron, a movie in which David Warner plays 3 different people.
Yep.
MCP,
Mm-hmm.
Sark,
Mm-hmm.
and Human Sark.
Yep. It's a good time.
Sark is so fucking cool.
He's so cool.
Because he's David Warner.
Yeah.
And shockingly, the Tron Legacy, is it called?
Yeah.
Also really good.
Yeah, I like the movie too. I saw a premiere of it. It was fun.
My favorite was like, oh, it's the younger Jeff Bridges looks really fake in CGI. I'm like, yeah, he's a fucking computer program.
Yeah. I hate to tell you, but a lot of that shit in there is...
He is a robot.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Just like this movie.
It was fun.
I
I
like
recommend it. Check it out.
Yeah.
So we'll see you next week with whatever we watch then.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.